a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome you all back to my channel. As you all know, my name is Dr. Tuba, and my main aim through this channel is to guide all the medical professionals, and now in fact more the skilled professionals, who would like to consider other countries as an option to work in. So last week I uploaded a video of Finland and the educational opportunities in Finland, and after that I received a lot of emails, firstly thanking me for that video, and of course all of you, you're more than welcome. And secondly, also a request that they would like, and many people would like to more know the educational opportunities in Europe, because of course that is more fast track that you can actually get to Europe, especially for the doctors and dentists, because the authorization process can actually take really long. So this is a really good way in which if they get in a master's program, so they could come to the European country, and of course with time they can apply for authorization and learn the language in the meantime. So it would be pretty much of an advantage. So because of that, today this is more often of a video to explore the educational opportunities when it comes to bachelors and masters, etc. And this video, I would like to say, it's for everybody, no matter what profession you have, no matter what age you are, whether you're doing bachelors, whether you want to do bachelors or you want to do masters. This video would really help everybody of all the professions. So now, the country we're talking about today is of course very special to me, because I reside in that country, which is Denmark. And let me start by giving good news for now, which is, according to many articles here, Denmark is suffering a huge shortage. There's a huge shortage of skilled workers here, in general the labor. Skilled workers, and because of that they are encouraging people to come to Denmark for working, and of course they're encouraging international students to come to Denmark. And of course the advantages, as we all know, right after, if you come for bachelors or you come for masters, right after that you would also get a post-study work visa, when you can stay here and you can work. And with that, of course, there are talks about easing the immigration policies as well, but the immigration policy is more of talks. There are more talks about them, nothing in confirmation yet. But of course they are encouraging international students to move to Denmark for education. So this video is all about that right now. So first of all, let me start by the main universities here that are offering programs. And of course, another good news, all the programs are, most of them are in English. So the people, usually, especially from my country and from many other countries, it won't be much of a problem, because most of the programs are taught in English. So let's talk about the main universities first. The main universities that are, the famous universities that are actually offering the programs to international students are, the names are University of Copenhagen, Aarhus University, Aalborg University, Copenhagen Business School, University of Southern Denmark, and Roskilde University. Now, these are the main universities that are providing the opportunity. Now, the programs that they're offering are a bachelor program, master's programs, and PhD, of course. And we are going to focus more on the master's, because most of the people emailing me are engineers and doctors that are done with their bachelors. So we're going to talk a little more about the master's. So the first thing you have to do, you have to go to studyindenmark.dk. The link will be provided right below this video. And there, of course, you can see the universities and you can see the numerous programs. And like I said before, the good thing is that when I researched, I checked that every profession, if you want to do bachelors, that also there are endless opportunities. And if you would like to go into masters, every profession has a relevant masters to it. If somebody is, whether you are a lawyer, whether you're a doctor, engineer, journalist, anything, etc. So all of the fields have endless opportunities of a master's program to be enrolled in. So this is an opportunity that, of course, I would like everybody to consider and take. So now let's talk about the induction. Then usually the induction process starts, the enrollment starts, there are two sessions. One is the session in August, September, and the next session, in case you missed this one, the other is in January, February. So, but for the August one, the enrollment and everything, it starts from around 1st February to 15th March, etc. Around that time. So just make sure you have done your research properly so that you can apply once the portal opens. So other than that, I would like to say that the main requirements, they're not very complicated, which is a good thing. But let's talk about the main requirements of bachelors and masters. So let me start with the bachelor's program first. So the main thing, you have to go to the link I provided, and there of course check all the courses, which one is most relevant to you. You have to apply to that. Now, some of the main things that I would like to talk about here are that for the bachelor's program, one of the requirements for bachelor's is that they need, I mean, of course, they need a lot of other documentation, as we all know, your A-levels or, your O-levels grades, A-levels grades, etc. But other than that, the transcripts, etc., the two main documents they require is, number one, you need to prove that you have at least 13 years of education in your country from a recognized institution. That's the first. And the second is you have to prove your language criteria, which is the English language, which is by giving, of course, the IELTS exam. And in IELTS, the score should be 6.5 above. Some of the programs also require 7, but most of them are 6.5 above. So these are some of the main requirements, other than the numerous others, transcripts, and some also require a letter of recommendation and purpose of why do you want to come and do this course. So that's the first. Now, if we talk about the master's program, in master's program, they require you to have 16 years of education, firstly, and that also, of course, from a recognized institution, and along with your transcript, degree, all of the other prerequisites that we usually need for wherever we apply anywhere. And they also need IELTS certificate, and the IELTS has to be above 6.5, and in master programs also in some programs they require 7 as well. So your IELTS should be on point. So these are some of the main requirements. Okay, so moving on, we talked about the main courses, we talked about the universities. Let's now further talk about the fees. So for the bachelor's program, it's approximately between 6,000 to 16,000 euros per annum. And for the master's program, it's around 6,000 to 20,000, maybe 22,000, etc., depending upon the course you take. Now, the good news here is that Denmark is also offering a lot of scholarship programs. Now, the scholarship programs and their criteria, it's a little more complicated. It's a little longer. It would be a little more complicated. So I would cover that in one of my other videos about the scholarship programs. So it would be more easier for you to understand. But of course, Denmark is providing scholarships, so that would also be a benefit for many students out there. All right, so we have discussed all the prerequisites regarding when it comes to the Danish universities, the locations, the programs, and everything. With all this, I would conclude by saying that for everybody out there, and especially people from my country, the skilled people of my country, the engineers, the doctors, this video is actually especially dedicated to you. Of course, it is dedicated to everybody, but especially the people of my country. So please do apply. It is going to be a huge benefit because Denmark provides a lot of opportunities, and there is a shortage of employment as well. So it would definitely be a huge advantage. And once you all are here, and especially to the medical professionals, once you are here in masters, you can of course apply for authorization if Denmark has some rules. For example, there's a 6-year BDS rule. You can apply in Sweden and you can wait for the reply and of course study here and learn Swedish or Danish at the same time simultaneously. So it would save you a lot of time. So do apply, and of course if anybody needs any help, you're more than welcome to message me on Instagram or my Gmail account. The information will be live below this video. And good luck to everybody, and I wish you all a very good day.